Howdy, brethren. Um, Brother Ed's made a lot of videos recently on, just Christian behaviour, starting back at various subjects, and been trying to take it all in, and how we should behave and treat each other. Obviously, I've had a bit to do with it, and I've said a lot of things on some of my videos that people probably don't sit right with people or whatever. But various subjects. There's about 7 videos here talking about Christian behaviour, and I'm concerned that a lot of Brother Ed's time's getting taken up with disagreements and what have you amongst the brethren, and stopping him from doing other videos. And I'm pretty sure Ed's mentioned in one of these videos somewhere that he was trying to get away from emails and just deal with people in the comments, and I'm just worried that people are putting too much on Brother Ed, and so obviously we know what Ed's been through lately, and so I'm just trying to approach this video I'm making, and Ed has every right to block people from his channel, and I've been blocked from Brother Ed once. And I got back in, but that was before I started making videos against Brian, but his Trinity heresy and what have you. But with this dealing with trolls video here, I agree with a lot of what he said in this first video, and obviously I thank him for supporting me in the second video he made about Ben, and he read out the email that what Ben's like. He's saying he's a King James Bible believer. Anyway, someone told me that he was over on this channel, Sky Everlasting, making some comments about this person reviewing the New King James Bible version, and he's now changed his name to it was Reflect Upon the Word, now it's Reflect on the Lord's Prayer. And he says here, a very good reading of the preface of this Bible. I got a couple of things written down here. Thank you, Sister J, in Jesus' name. So what's he got written down? That's a perverted Bible. So that's one video there. So he's condoning a perversion in part 2 here. Preface to the New King James Bible version, part 2. A good reading. That's good. They retained many words, and especially Old Testament words, and that the text are preserved. It's quite a long read they put in the preface, but I suppose they put them in there for a reason. Now, Brother Ed's talked about how the New King James Bible is deception because it's so close to the truth, and it's one of the most dangerous perversions out there. So, so much for being a King James Bible believer. He's supporting people using perversions, making glowing comments. So that's what the guy's like. I just thought I'd add that because someone told me he was on there doing that. So I just thought that was interesting when Ed read out his email. And so I thank him for backing me on Ben, because and I think I was led to expose him, because I could just see what he was doing, deceiving people and just giving people we went through this with Ben himself, how he would keep changing, saying he was a Trinitarian and then going back on it. Then these false accounts he started doing the same thing. They started believing in the Trinity and then going back from it and saying, oh, but what about this? What about this? As it is written. It's just a pattern. We picked up on his pattern, and it wasn't just me either, by the way. There was, more than just one or two of us. So I thank Brother Ed for that. But in this one, dealing with trials, I just wanted to point out about people not being honest or spreading misinformation. And we have Mike here in his other account. We know he's got another channel. He told you YouTube took his channel down, but it could just as well have been himself. No, it wasn't. Now, this is Neighboured. People know Chicken Tender Stub was Neighboured. Even the people who had a problem with him knew it was Neighboured, and he's had other accounts like Truth Seeker and Neighboured Taj. I think it's pronounced T-A-G-J. So this is how I knew. Now, I have been in contact with Neighboured, but before I been in contact with him through email and him making a comment on my video, one of my videos recently under a new account, I saw that a comment that I had pinned had disappeared, and Jason emailed me saying the account was taken down. Now here's an email, a reply, it's just preserved in emails from Neighboured, and he says, Book of Relief, no problem, brother. I am not going to carry on any longer with a grown man who is terrified of his own shadow. I won't keep reading that, but look what happens when I click on the account. It says, this account has been terminated due to repeated abusive, hateful and or harassing comments that violate YouTube's community guidelines. So this means it wasn't taken. It's been a mass report to take down the channel. It wasn't taken down by him, because this wouldn't be here. In my previous videos, I showed you how the Save Sinner account was taken down, and it just simply said this account does not exist. That's what happens when you take an account down. This is what happens when YouTube takes it down. And that's why I was explaining to Mike here. So, to stop the rumours. So I said, no, it got taken down by YouTube. It says so when you click on the channel link, as I just showed you. And he said, and look, we talk about people, the rest of Mike's comments spreading rhetoric and everything. Well, I blocked you. I blocked him on my channel. I blocked you for that same reason. Because you were spreading your own type of rhetoric, So yeah, I know that people complain about me blocking people on my channel, but Mike, someone here, it's Mike. People can see my comment on Ed's video. Vet all comments. All comments are blocked before they even get through. So this is actually blocking everyone, and you're just allowing what you want through. If I had done this, no one would have been joining any conversation that I didn't want them to join, and we wouldn't have had people getting upset with me blocking them. This is what Mike does, but yet he's upset with me blocking him on my channel. But anyway, I move on. But this is the thing. Like, Ed has the right to block who he wants. I have the right to block who he wants. Mike has the right to set up his channel that way, where he only lets in who he wants. All right, but I don't do that, and Ed doesn't do that. But it's one way you can do it. Okay. So next, we go to a video that someone informed me about And it's basically an hour vid from Critical Mass going up, just raving on about me having a pinned comment from Navid's old account, Chicken Tender Sub, and making assertions, accusations and comments about the people commenting on my video, trying to pin everything Navid believes or has a theory on that I believe the same. So it's like a dehumanization he's carrying on with. But he's saying some choice things about people, you know, brothers and sisters that have been together for years, and he's coming in making all these statements about it. And it's disappointing to see people in the comments that have known us for years agreeing with what Mike's saying. So he did a live stream for about nearly 3 hours about Brother Ed's video on recommended teachers, and I haven't looked at that one, but apparently that's questioning whether I should be a recommended teacher or not, or whatever. But he's drumming up rhetoric of his own, and people from Ed's channel are going and agreeing with it. Now, Mike, Navid is welcome to comment on this video and say his side of the story, but that does not mean I support him thinking Mike's Nephilim. I don't support that, okay? So I'll play a bit of this video.
Platform for that, where he can say things about me, and then he blocks me for coming in there to defend myself and argue with the guy.
No, I blocked you way before that. And remember, you vet everyone. You have everyone blocked. So I'm not going to play the rest of this video, but he also complains about me pinning this. I have not hearted this comment.
And his slander. Phil blocks me. So not only is he enabling the guy...
It's not blocked. It's not hearted. And I'll show you the reason why I pinned it. Because sometimes comments get stuck in the newest first sin bin. They do not show up unless you click on newest first. So because I was letting Navid have his say on this situation, I pinned the comment because it was stuck in newest first. Now I'll show you in this video. We can see here how this is where Navid contacted me with his new channel. The comments do not show up unless you click newest first. See, I've scrolled all the way to the bottom and Navid's comment's not there. So I click on newest first and it shows up. That's why I had this comment pinned. Navid's going to take it down, but that's why I pinned the other comment. That's why I pinned the other comment, because it wasn't showing up. And most people don't click on newest first. So Mike, with his rhetoric going on, talking about people that comment on my video,
his YouTube channel comment section to say all these things about me,
trying to drum up that I'm into dehumanization of him and that I'm being deceitful. What am I being deceitful of? It's just a campaign against me and others that like to comment on my channel. If you don't want, you listen to Brother Jay, listen to other people. You don't have to listen to me. Ed's not saying that you have to listen to me or like me even. But Mike is drumming up his own rhetoric. Why would you make a couple of live streams spending hours talking about me and a sister? People will get upset when I made videos about a sister. That's fine. We should respect people. Like Ed's been trying to say, respect your elders, especially someone who's an old sister who might be 70 years old, older than anyone else. Respect Brother Ed. And like I said, I agree with a lot of what Brother Ed said in this video. And you can understand how Brother Ed's getting sick of it, people arguing. He's getting sick of it. But people can comment on this video if they want to reach out to Navid and let Navid can tell them some sort of his story. But I don't agree with Navid getting angry at Brother Ed at all. I can understand that, okay? But I think Navid shouldn't be just brushed off as a troll. People know it's Navid, and he's been a follower of Ed's channel for a long time. And then you got, yeah, I'm not going to argue with anyone on Ed's channel anymore. And I just hope that people are taking in what Brother Ed's saying and respect that he doesn't want, you shouldn't be hassling the man. He's, he's led to make videos, and don't bother the guy. Don't, just let him make videos and stop. I'm going to do my best to stop arguing. Anyway, cheers and God bless.